Yeah, welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Reviews and reactions. Let's go. It's the Brown Boy Wonder. Hold it down, representing for the culture. Every episode brings you closer into the mind and the heart of a hustler, where the truth and the groove collide. Stay tuned in, come enjoy the ride. Keep it authentic like that, never hold back. It's the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. The Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Subscribe, share, and stay tuned in. The vibe's always on.
Welcome back to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. My guest and I are going to talk about Week 11 of the NFL. Before we do that, let me introduce my guest here. Of course, it is this new season, same-ish, is Steven. Steven, how are you doing today?
Doing good. How about them boys?
Oh, how about them boys? My second guest, he's known as Cobra Kyler, is Tyren. Tyren, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. You're Kyler Murray. He tried some pizza at I think it was Chicago, and no one recognized him. I don't know if you saw that.
Are you talking about the guy from Switzerland video? That one?
Yeah, that one.
I mean, I don't expect him to know Kyler, to be honest with you.
True.
It was cute.
My last guest, of course, is Take Me to a Title. It is Misbah. Misbah, how are you doing today?
I'm pretty good, man. What about you?
I'm doing great, man. Let's start off with Steven. Steven, you were at the Texans and Cowboys game where Texans beat the crap out of Cowboys 34-10. What was your experience?
It was a roller coaster in the first quarter, and then kind of smooth sailing from there. Pretty much. It was wild. I've been to several Cowboy games at this point. I've never seen such a disparity between the crowd. Like, it was 80% Texan fans. I was blown away. I was hard pressed to find at least a family of Cowboy fans walking around, and no one was happy except us.
I mean, what can you say? I mean, before the game, there were pieces of metal coming out from the sky or from the roof. I don't know if you were there at that time. It happened twice.
What, do you want me to rebuild the stadium? At this point, yeah. Yeah, I do.
Well, it is tearing. Everything's falling apart of the Cowboys. But I'm glad you had a great time.
It's a good game, kind of. I mean, Stroud played average, but everyone else played pretty well. Joe Mixon went off, and Cowboys just couldn't do anything, literally, except for that one lucky play. But that was about it.
Right.
I think Dak's out for the season, so it's probably big news for them. I did just find out some interesting news, though, that Deion Sanders is apparently open to taking the head coaching job if his son gets drafted by the Cowboys. Michael Irvin said he confirmed with some sources. And I trust Michael Irvin, so if the Cowboys do draft Shador, expect Deion Sanders possibly heading that way as well. Should be interesting.
That'd be crazy.
I mean, that's the question, right? Is he a better fit for the Cowboys, or people were saying Bill Belichick?
Yeah, he's in the mix too. I heard his name with the Cowboys and also the Jaguars, because people don't expect Doug Peterson to last. Neither do they expect Mike McCarthy. So I do believe we'll have those two head coaching jobs open. My personal guess would be that the Deion goes to Dallas and Belichick takes the Jaguars job, but we'll see as time goes on.
We'll see. But Tyren, your Saints beat the Browns 35-14. The Hall of Famer, tight end, Taysom Hill, saved the day.
He's not a tight end. I don't know why he's listed as a tight end. He's not a tight end. But he did. He had a great game.
Great game. He made, what, 4 touchdowns? 5 touchdowns?
3.
Yeah, well, it feels like 5.
He was all over the field.
Yeah, he was everywhere. Special teams, offense. Should have threw him out on defense too.
I mean, you have a lucky team where you have 2 quarterbacks at the same time. I'll say Congrats to you, man.
We have one quarterback, and I don't want him on our team.
What?
But
He said, okay. Well, send him to the Jets if you want. But Misbah.
quarterbacks go to die.
Oh yeah. Yes, unfortunately. Misbah, your Dolphins. They made 34, while Raiders made 19. Man, are you feeling good?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of that specific game, looks like everybody played well. Offense, Tyreek had a touchdown. Odell Beckham had some catches, so nice to see him going. Defense, Jalen Ramsey's been playing elite level. Everybody played really well. So it was good to see back-to-back wins for like the first time I think this season. Again, it's just the Raiders though, so can't be too crazy. We're still a couple games out. If we run the table, we might make the playoffs. So we'll see. But Bills are definitely winning that division. Maybe sneak in as a wild card.
Mhm.
But overall, good game.
It was a good game.
Yeah, all our teams won.
Mhm.
Except
Wait.
Almost.
Well, the Jets. They lost to the Colts 28-27, and this morning they fired general manager Joe Douglas today. We're now Douglas. I'll say that, I don't know if we're tanking or if we're going all in. I just want Woody to go and everyone else to go as mine as well at this point. There's no, literally behind me is Robert Saleh. That's me. That's me in my entire life as a Jet fan. But there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing to say really. I am done with this team. It's still my team, but I am done with them this season.
Apparently, Woody wanted Rodgers benched after week 4, which is pretty wild.
Dude, bench him. Put in the freaking who we drafted, Davis. That guy. Put him in there.
They've got nothing.
Terrible.
Sorry,
but it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's the same old goddamn Jets. But my question was the coaching job for the Cowboys. But do you guys want any other head coaches for the Cowboys or the Jaguars or the Giants maybe?
I wouldn't wish that Cowboys head coaching job on my worst enemy, to be honest with you. Because Jerry Jones is not going to let them coach.
exactly.
That's true. Yeah. Giants are one. Eagles I've been one to watch. I don't think they'll do it because they're playing well. But people say like Nick Sirianni is not really the best fit for that team. They'd probably be doing just as good without him, so we'll see.
We'll see. Well, for my news, I got here is Inside the NBA, which features, of course, Ernie Johnson, Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal will appear on ESPN and ABC starting 2025 to 2026. So they are still part of the broadcast team with Stephen A. Smith. I guess.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I don't know if they're going to be together or not, but they're probably going to have their own type of show.
I don't want Stephen A. on that show.
No, he'd ruin the vibe.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, what about NBA Countdown? I think it's okay in there.
Yeah, but that's more of like a before the game commentating.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe in the middle, but it's not the same.
That's true. Well, we'll have Inside on the NBA for hopefully the long time. My next news is NBA legend Bob Love, best known for 9 seasons of the Bulls, has died at the age of 81 due to cancer. So shout out to Bob Love.
Yeah, good rebounder back in the day.
I was looking at his highlights. He's like, I want to say he's the Dennis Rodman of his time, but he was up there.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman-like abilities, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys like that they're not around anymore.
Yeah.
Different game.
Oh, absolutely. My last news here is if you were living under a rock on Saturday, that's bad. Or that doesn't make sense because Mike Tyson and Jake Paul was the most wagered fight in years, and Netflix says 60 million households worldwide watch this fight.
Woo.
I watched it. I wish I didn't though. It's kind of boring.
What- Was
That was a
it
boring fight.
was it a fixed fight or was it not?
I don't think so. I just think Mike Tyson's old. As a
Wait,
regular
well,
8-year-old person would be.
When
Yeah.
Steven, you were there, right? How was that experience?
After round 2, it was just uncomfortable to watch. Mike did nothing, and
Yeah.
people weren't cheering or they weren't booing either. We were just, ugh, you're just beating up an old guy.
Yeah. It's senior citizen.
Oh,
It was
4 years,
uncomfortable.
4 years ago, he faced Rory, and he was punching. This match, he was not at all.
At some point, you gotta
4 years younger.
I guess. Well, if you were watching on Netflix, you probably were stunned to speak because we all saw Mike Tyson's ass buffering. That one was a big one. I had to close my TV because I don't want anybody to see me watching his ass.
Crazy.
Taboo.
Very taboo.
Well,
All right.
at least the Chiefs lost. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Do you want to see Mike Tyson fight again? Maybe his own age or
Please
No.
don't. No, please don't. It's time.
Should have never did this one.
Duh.
good payday
It's
for him
fine.
though? At least I don't know how much he got paid for, but
Yeah, like
must be a lot.
20 million or something. Yeah.
It's
Coming
the
up.
exact reason why we can't have a Jordan LeBron one-on-one.
That is. Ooh, imagine.
Yeah.
In their prime, oh my god.
Oh,
That would be fun to watch. To be honest, though, if he 1v1, I think the person that would win every matchup would be Shaq. If it was just straight 1v1. I don't see anybody really guarding Shaq.
No one's guarding Shaq.
Yao.
So in terms of that, I think Shaq would be like number one.
What about Yao Ming?
Yeah, well,
He's big.
Yeah,
but
I can barely
still
move.
him up.
No.
in a one-on-one contest, I mean,
Yeah.
Shaq's gonna
He
be
just
better, but Yao can defend.
Can,
It's not enough though.
but yeah, he's not. He's kind of skinny for his size.
Mhm.
There are a lot of talks about Jake Paul not fighting real fighters, fighting old people. What do you say to him?
It's true.
Yeah, I would like to see him fight someone actually boxing right now.
Yeah, wanna.
Yeah, just don't
It's
fight
time.
Joe Biden next.
Not
Apparently the odds were like Joe Biden's number one or something. I was like, bro, please no.
Uh-huh.
Joe Biden not be a fun watch.
Oh no. Maybe Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury against Jake Paul. I like to see that fight.
Yeah, that
That'll never happen.
That's a
Yeah,
mismatch.
if you want him to go to the seventh dimension.
Mhm.
Well, shout out to that fight. It brought eyes to boxing, I guess.
Well, yeah, and it brought the ugly side of boxing. The match before,
Oh yes,
where the wrong person won, and it just pissed everybody off.
it did.
Everyone was so disinterested from that point on.
Honestly, I mean that fight was a great fight, but I don't know. I forgot who the winner, but she did not deserve to win that match.
No.
Oh,
No way, shape, or form. She did not win that match.
well, let's get into the injuries here. NFL injuries. Darnell Mooney has a hamstring. Quan Smith has a hamstring. Mostly all Raiders running backs are out with the ankle and quad injury. And Denzel Ward has a chest problem.
Oh. Like a
already
an injury or like
an
a
injury. That's crazy.
Like a chest injury. I don't know if it's like his pecs or his insides. I don't have no idea.
that's scary.
But let's get into our fantasy matchups here. Let's recap what we said for week 11. For quarterback, we said Jared Goff will make more points than Josh Allen. Josh Allen made 25, while Jared Goff made 44.
Jeez. They were cooking the Jaguars, straight feasting on them.
Literally, it was not it's not pretty. It was pretty much the Tyson fight.
Yeah.
The
Josh Allen played well though. It was a crazy 4th down touchdown he had. It was crazy.
Clutch.
Very clutch.
For running backs, we said Joe Mixon will make more points than Kenneth Walker III, and we were correct. He made 37 points, while Kenneth made 13.
Patrick Mixon is feasting on that Cowboys defense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. And for wide receiver, we said a tie-ish for Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. Jamar made 26, while Justin made 14. And for tight end, we were correct here. We said Dallas Goedert would make more points than Kyle Pitts. Dallas made 11, while Kyle made 1 point.
Kyle Pitts is killing me, man.
I do not believe in Kyle Pitts.
Points, and then he just disappears the next game. It's like, what the heck, man? I literally lost my fantasy by 2 freaking points because Kyle Pitts had 1 freaking point.
He's on my never draft list.
All he needed was 1 more catch, but he couldn't even do that. I don't know how I lost, man. This is tough.
It is tough for fantasy.
You know what's low-key good, though? Brock Bowers is low-key good. This guy's actually consistent. For a rookie, actually not bad.
He is. All right.
If it makes you feel better, I started Kirk Cousins, and he gave me 3 more points than Kyle Pitts.
Oh, boy. There you go. What's wrong with the Falcons, man? Sometimes they look like the best team, and then sometimes they're just like trash.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is dropped.
Oof.
Oh, you dropped him?
Yeah, Kyle is back. So.
Jeez.
Damn.
Well, yeah, I'll pick Kyler at this point.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's predict some Week 12 players here. Do you guys start quarterback? Okay, hear me out here.
Okay.
Do you guys start quarterback Cowboys Cooper Rush versus the Commanders, or New York Giants now starter Tommy Cutlets, or AKA Tommy DeVito against the Bucks?
Jeez, this is tough.
Who is starting either of these guys?
Yeah,
deep leagues.
Please needs help. Like,
even in a deep league, they're not starting these guys. This helps nobody.
20-man league, 60-man league, they need them.
It's a 32-man league, bro.
You know,
I'd rather start no one than to start either one of those, to be honest.
Yeah, you're better off with 0 than negative.
All right.
But I'd take Tommy DeVito.
I'd start Rush, I guess.
That Commanders defense is kind of...
I don't know. Let's go Tommy, I guess.
Just checking down the CD every play and
watch Cooper Rush go off.
First game will go off. Let's see.
All right, Tommy DeVito, Tommy Cutlets. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, running back. Do you guys pick Ravens Derrick Henry versus the Panthers, or 49ers CMC Christian McCaffrey against the Packers?
Probably Derrick Henry.
Wait, who's Derrick Henry playing?
The Panthers.
Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, give me.
Oh my gosh. Derrick Henry's about to have a field day.
On the feast.
Yeah.
I think CMC still is like 2-3 weeks until he gets into full form. So give me Derrick Henry.
That's true. All right. Derrick Henry it is. For wide receiver, hear me out, guys. You guys start Raiders Jacoby Myers versus the Broncos, or Patriots Demario Douglas against... I forgot who they're against.
Aren't they playing the Dolphins?
I think they are. Let me double check. Did I write this part? The Dolphins, yes.
Go Jacoby Myers.
Okay, we got Jacoby there.
I think I go Jacoby also, because they'll probably be playing from behind, so garbage time.
What about you, Steven?
Sorry, I was preoccupied.
What do you say here, Jacoby or Demario?
Jeez, what are with these? Why can't it ever be like True starters.
These poverty picks.
Yeah,
Hey.
why is it always these picks?
I gave you Derrick Henry and CMC.
Are
Come on.
people coming to us for these questions?
Yes,
No.
they might help the league. They might help the game for them.
Maybe in the playoffs, but not now.
No one is making the playoffs with these players.
No.
Guaranteed, but
Exactly.
You never know.
Not happening.
But
Cooper Rush.
but all right, I'm hearing Jacoby Myers there. All right, we're picking Jacoby there. And for tight end, do you guys start Chargers Will Disley versus the Ravens or the Lions Sam Laporta versus the Colts?
Mm.
Man, I want to say Laporta because it's the name, but low-key, that Chargers
Will
has been popping
Disley.
up.
Yeah.
Low-key been
And
popping up. Not gonna lie.
the Ravens defense is not that good.
I might call Will low-key.
Yeah. You never know if Laporta's going to be healthy throughout the game or not. So,
What about we get a hamstring tear in the second quarter or so? Let's go, Will.
That might happen. All right, Will Disley. He was a great tight end for Russell back in Seahawks. I like him there. But all right, that was the fantasy starts, and that is pretty much what I have right here. Do you guys have anything for this episode? Anything you want to share?
Cavs streak is over. It kind of sucks. It was
Is
a
it
good run.
who
Oh
beat
yeah,
them?
Celtics beat
The
him.
Celtics just beat them today. It was close.
Oh,
Mhm.
They were down by like
Beating
21. They came
by
back, but Jason Tatum is too good.
damn. I was expecting them to go 30-0.
30 is crazy.
what?
30 is
Yeah.
actually insane. Actually insane.
What's his name? Mitchell? I thought he's acting like the Curry back in 2015. I don't know. That's what I
Will we
was
see
feeling.
that?
Maybe.
But Celtics are still, I think, the favorites, so it's a good
Yeah.
matchup.
The Celtics are the favorite, and then it's, I believe, the Knicks, and then 76ers for the East. For West?
Yeah, I don't know about that one, buddy.
What?
No. Nice try.
Whoa,
I
whoa,
don't
whoa,
think
whoa.
the 2-11 76ers have any chance of winning, at least for the time being. They're kind
Don't
of
the Knicks
cooked.
have they don't even have a 500 record.
We will.
They're
So,
better
yeah,
than the
I thought y'all
Sixers.
been winning.
I think
They've
we've
been
been winning and losing like each game.
much.
But I
Thunder
think
look
so.
I think
Yeah,
Thunder look nice.
I still think we have a good team. I don't know. I don't want to jinx them, so I can't talk too much. But I'm watching the Knicks instead of any other New York team, or maybe the Rangers. But it's the Knicks for me.
Understandable.
Yeah. That's good. We can see. I'm just glad the Rockets are doing well.
Yeah,
Rockets
Rockets
doing well.
pretty well.
We lost to BS yesterday. His foot was on the line.
Yes, but he traveled.
Yeah, and he
Oh,
trapped.
that
traveled.
last 2
Apparently,
minutes
everybody's
thing-
traveling on
yeah.
game winners this season.
That last 2 minutes thing is getting on my nerves now. Because that just
Everybody's
means that the
traveling.
refs aren't looking.
Mm-hmm.
If everyone's traveling, like what are y'all doing?
More traveling. They need to ship to Europe with all the traveling they're doing. What the hell's going on?
3 miles?
Yeah, 3.
The Heat are doing good, and I believe are Pelicans doing good.
Absolutely not.
Zion
No
got
one is
hurt again,
healthy.
right? Zion gets hurt every year.
Yeah, but everyone's hurt. CJ McCollum, Jose
Oh.
Alvarado, Herb
Ooh.
Jones,
Oh boy.
DeJounte Murray, of course, he broke his hand second game of the year.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
It was tough.
We have Brandon Ingram's the only healthy person on our team.
Hey, Ingram can make those threes.
Yeah, but what about everyone else?
So,
Yeah.
maybe Zion will be healthy one day.
One day I want us to trade him
Oh God.
so badly. I wanted us to draft Ja over him actually, but
I like Zion. He just needs to stay healthy and fit, which is not
well,
happening.
both of those things.
Wemby dropped like a 50 piece recently. He's been playing really well. Wemby and Fox is playing really crazy too. He had like 60 and then 49 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, weren't the Kings were good last year?
Yeah, I mean they're decent. Their defense is kind of sus though, but they're okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
All right. Well, that is it for this episode. Misbah, where can they find you, man?
Misbah G6 on IG.
And Tyren, how about you?
Y'all can find me at the Tyren on Insta.
Very nice, very nice. And Steven, how about you?
You can find me at Chefsvin LOL on all social media. I got rid of X, so don't even bother.
Well,
Just done with this drama.
The Clipter, who's he? He's trouble.
If you're looking for an amazing podcast that recaps Power Rangers in space, then there's only one stop for you, and that is Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Watch it today, or feel my wrath.
Oh hey, it's Lex Lang, voice of Ecliptor from Power Rangers in Space. And I just wanted to say congratulations to Anthony and Abrar for putting together an amazing podcast that really shows off Power Rangers in Space. So if you haven't seen it or heard it, be sure to tune in. Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. That's right. It's amazing.
I think so too.
We are back with our Week 12 weekly pick'ems. Of course, I am here with Wally. Wally, how are you doing today?
Doing good, man. Can't complain. I love my life. Let's go.
Hey, I'm glad you love your life, but I need to know what happened last week.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate on my end. I ended up with the 2-3 record, while you successfully got a 3-2 record. So our overall record right now, you were up leading by a game, 29-26 for you, and then 28-27 for me.
Hey man, I'm feeling jolly as a cucumber. But let's get it going here. The first matchup, it is the Lions versus the Colts. I'll say this. There's a lot of struggles with Anthony Richardson. If he's a great player or is he too tired? Not sure with that. But what I do know is Jared Goff knows how to play ball, and you cannot doubt his running back, David Montgomery. I think their Lions is a better team than the Colts, so I'm picking the Lions here. What do you got?
Colts coming off that impressive victory against the Jets. Anthony Richardson needed that time off to kind of solidify himself back into the starting lineup. Seems like they found his groove with the running attack and also passing. Lions put up an absolute dominant show against the Titans.
Yeah.
Scoring, what was it, like 50 plus? Sorry, it was the Jaguars. 50 plus?
Jaguars, yeah.
It's just insane. I'm going to go with the Lions here. I don't think Colts have too much firepower to kind of compete on offense with the Lions. I think it's going to be a little bit closer than a shootout, but I think Lions get it done on the road here. The next matchup we have is the Cardinals versus the Seahawks. Look, this is a bit of a toss-up one. Cardinals kind of coming off their bye, and Seahawks coming up with a crazy victory over the 49ers. Geno Smith running it in from 13 yards out for a touchdown. Look, they're both playing for the division lead here. I think every team is like a game out or like within a game of each other. This is a big matchup divisionally to see who's going to come up top. Seahawks looked pretty good on the road against the Niners. Cardinals have been just being very consistent with their approach with Kyler Murray and my boy Surian. I don't know if you saw that pizza boy.
I saw that.
I think K1 gonna put up a show in Seattle. I feel like they always have the Seahawks numbers at some point. Give me the Cardinals on the road here.
Ooh, okay. Well, I'm glad you made all those points. And for that reason, I'm picking the Seahawks. And you know why? Do you know why, Wally, I'm picking the Seahawks?
Tell me.
Kyler Murray does not have a diet. He's eating pizzas in Switzerland or wherever he is at.
He was in New York City, boy.
Was it New York City? Okay. He's eating pizzas. So, for that reason, I'm picking the Seahawks. Give it to clutch Geno Smith. Okay, I like that.
The next up matchup is 49ers versus the Packers. So, bro, who do you have in this matchup?
Look, I have not seen any Packers footage because they don't really show it on Red Zone because they really don't, or not in the Red Zone for the Packers for Jordan Love. I don't see them scoring. Maybe I'm blind. I don't know. But what I do know is 49ers is still a dominant team, especially last week. Especially last week with CMC returning. I feel like I'm going to keep doing the same, moving on. And I'm picking the 49ers. How about you, man?
Packers never seem to have the 49ers number in any of their previous matchups. Granted, most of those games were in the Bay Area. I like the Packers in this matchup as an upset. They are just finding ways to win. That block kick against Chicago last week was a perfect example of that. Jordan Love at times can get sporadic, but I think Josh Jacobs is going to be someone that they're going to heavily rely on against this 49ers defense. Look, their defense is not the same as it used to be. And I just like Green Bay at home with Jordan Love and crew. I'm going to pick the Packers here as a somewhat of an upset.
All right. That sounds a little groovy for me, man. But the next matchup is, of course, is it Monday night or Sunday night? I think it's Sunday night.
Sunday night, baby.
Sunday night, yeah. So it is the Eagles versus Rams. Here's the thing. Cardi, whoever has Cardi, the kicker in fantasy, you started to doubt yourself because he made 8 points, and the week before that he made 21 points. But by the way, that's fantasy. Excuse me. Saquon Barkley, I feel like he is on his stride. He is gonna keep running, and making those touchdowns. I feel like this is a close matchup. It could be a coin toss. I feel like I'm going with the Eagles here. How about you?
Eagles again have been going through the season, finding ways to win in the most interesting of ways. And I think being able to play last week against the Commanders, they just find a way to win. But not against the Rams, baby. This is Rams' house. Oh. Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua is back and better than ever. And don't forget Mr. Cup on the wing of the offense. They just seem to be clicking on all cylinders right now. I know they're in the thick of things in the NFC West, as we alluded to earlier. But they're playing at home. This is a primetime game. This is where Matthew Stafford kind of strives on. I am picking the Rams in an upset here. I'm going for the upset theme, as you can see.
I see that.
Give me the Rams at home. This is Rams' house, baby.
All right. SoFi Stadium is a beautiful stadium. I would say I would love to live there. The last matchup here is the Monday Night Football game.
Also in SoFi Stadium.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, so they're doing back-to-back?
Back-to-back, baby. Just like Drake, wow. You know what I'm saying? Back-to-back.
Back-to-back. Okay.
We got the Ravens at the Chargers. Battle of the Harbaugh Bowl. I have to ask you a very important question. Which brother comes out on top?
Look, I get confused which name it is, but I am going with the Harbaugh brother that is with the Ravens. Is that Jim or John?
Aapko nahi pata?
Yeah, I have no idea. But I am picking the Ravens here. Look, we saw Derrick Henry's booty. Not related to the game, but I just want to point out there, it might be bigger than Mike Tyson's. I don't know. What I'm saying is, Ravens have a better outlook than the Chargers. Again, it's another toss-up matchup here, but I'm picking the Ravens. How about you?
Go Chargers, go. Yes, that's what my boy Arnold used to say. They almost blew that game against the Bengals last Sunday night.
Yeah.
Very dominant, and it seemed like they're slipping away towards the end. But my boy JK, just kidding, you know. He just ran it in for a touchdown to seal the deal.
Yeah.
I am gonna go with the upset here and Mr. Chargers, baby. Look.
Wow.
Jim Harbaugh has not beaten his brother in an NFL matchup in a long, long time. I think he's defeated against his younger brother. That changes this Week 12 matchup on Monday Night Football. Chargers are riding high. They have all the confidence in the world, and I think Ravens seem to be slipping up. Steelers may have found a blueprint to kind of stop Lamar Jackson and co. I like the Chargers odds. Again, rolling with that underdog mentality this week. I think the Chargers are going to come off top, but it's going to be a nail biter that comes towards the end.
Oh, man. Well, we have 4 different picks. It's going to be crazy. The winner after this week will probably win the whole thing.
I have a feeling you may be right. It's going to be a very crucial week in the NFL.
Yeah, because it also is the shortest. There's not a lot of games this week. There's a lot of bye teams in Week 12. But yeah, this is probably the cornerstone of our fantasy pick'ems. So we'll see. We'll see. Do you want to say anything to the audience?
Audience, I love you, and I can't wait to meet all of you in the future.
Right, and then where are they going to find you, man?
They can find me in the Garden State.
Fantastic. And of course, you can follow this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram at Bumper Wonders. I also have a new account on Blue Sky, pretty much the new Twitter on the apps, and it's the highest downloaded app, Blue Sky.
Whoa.
From there. I'm at Brown Boy Wonder Pod, I believe. Yes, so follow me there.